Right, Blake, I promised you a couple of days in Paris.
Neil, this is not Paris, mate. Where's the Eiffel Tower for a start?
Paris, mid-Wales. This is Caersws Bikepark, and this is the UK's newest free ride line.
Oh, let's get into it. Where's my bike, Neil? Hip.
What's this place all about then, Blake?
Right, Neil, this place is all about fun. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds long track. It's filled with fun, adrenaline. It's quite techy, but don't let that put you off, right? Because you can actually session this trail.
Yeah.
And it's the infamous Helfare Trail.
That gives you a clue as to who's been behind this.
Yes.
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones helped design it, or he did design it, and then the beautiful crew at this bike park built it.
Yeah, so Caersws, I've raced here for years. Did I say about the time I used to race downhill?
No, not really, no.
So there's been national downhill races here. Matt Simmons, the World Cup downhill race, I think he got a second place at World Cup.
Old teammate of mine.
Yeah, really good rider. Moved to the area, and this place has thrived ever since. We've got loads of downhill tracks, we've got uplift, and Helfare is the newest one. It's become Instagram famous.
Yeah, it has.
We've been doing a tour of all of those types of tracks. We did Derby, Oakley, now we're here.
Now we're here to see what this is all about. Like I said, it's technical up the top, so we might have to take it a bit easy.
The fat bottom looks really fast. Fast, long jumps.
Talk about the bottom, we're at the bottom. Should we go to the top?
All right, let's do it. Feels like the UK scene is thriving at the moment, isn't it? There's all these kind of bike parks. Like actually Dan Atherton at Derby said that he was inspired by Whistler.
Yeah.
There's kind of more of these more pocket-sized bike parks that are kind of following suit as well.
Exactly, like literally on our doorstep, you got Windhill Bike Park with proline. It's pretty big jump line. They've
got their showpiece, and they've got their normal trails. Their downhill tracks are super fun, but this place has got Helfare now. You've got that proline.
Proline, you've got revs with some crazy big stuff. Like
Vanta
Bike Park Wales.
Yeah, so it's actually great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I actually like it, because I'm not all for the old downhill stuff.
You don't want to smash some downhill runs with me?
No, thank you. I'm going to get some air.
Well, you better tow me in, because as ever, I just do what you do, follow you.
But I tell you what, for the viewers, it starts off super tech, so let's stop down there and talk through the first obstacle. Helfare Highway. Woohoo! Oh. This is the first obstacle of the Helfare Highway, and
that's the takeoff.
That's the takeoff. And that's the landing. This is what we like to call a squirrel trap or a human trap. Yeah. Basically, it's a qualifier. If you can't do this, you can't nail the whole of the trail.
What do you call it? I call that transfer. So you have to kind of shift the bike over to the left.
Nice.
And then straight in to kind of long and low hip as well.
Yeah, into a berm, into a crazy hip. It's 90 degrees. It's nuts. But this is the first one. I reckon we should hit it and see if we don't case it, because everyone looks like they'd land there.
Yeah, you cased it.
I did case it first go, which we didn't get on camera.
It's really flowy, actually, super fun, but we kind of, I say it's techie because they're all different. Every single jump here is different. Look at this hip. It's almost like a skate park where you're like 90 degrees take off to landing. I've done it half a dozen times now, and I reckon the way to do it is kind of go high and hip over. If it was like a quarter pipe to quarter pipe almost, it kind of works well. And then you're straight into a long and low. So like I say, every single jump is different. The good thing about it is you can see the landing, so it's much easier to be able to judge your speed and kind of judge your pop almost, because there aren't really any blind jumps here so far. So it's good, and it's actually not that hard.
So this section is, well, it's really fast. You come off a racer into a big right-hander, into this left-hander right here, which kind of slows you right down. You have to pedal into what I think, Neil, is the most techiest section of the trail.
Yeah, I said at the top it wasn't that hard, but I think this is pretty hard now. You've got it's actually quite a long way to clear, and the further you jump wide, the better you set up. You've got a big compression here, and then a sky-high takeoff. It's not a really long jump, but it's a really tall takeoff, straight out of the berm, so you've got to get this right.
You definitely got to get it right. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited with that. Excited with that.
The flip?
Dude, the flip was incredible. When I came here, I was like, that has got flip written all over it.
I didn't see it written on it, to be fair.
Seeing Matt Jones flip it, I was like, oh man, it actually is calling for a flip.
So it's got a bit rainy, he still flipped, but up here it's really good. You're in the trees, it's really sheltered.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit slick, it's rideable, but
yeah,
heading out now into the bottom half where I've seen they're fast, long and
they are fast, long, like open. It is the motorway section or the highway section, depending on what you want to call it. It's fast, but wind is not our friends when it comes to that.
Not my friends, your friends. You told me you were going to do everything. You told me you were going to flip.
Don't you give me that pressure, Neil. Don't give me that pressure. Apparently there's a nice hip down here. All right, should we go hit it?
I like a hip.
Hang on. I love your hips, Neil.
Thank you.
Drop it in!
It's not just us here to ride the UK's newest free ride line, but Mark Matthews, the pro rider and YouTuber from British Columbia, has been over for Hardline just down the road and decided to drop in and check out the Helfare line as well.
This is not what you need when you're hitting. What do you reckon this is, Neil?
It's a jump.
Yeah, but how long is this jump, Neil?
It's pretty big.
I reckon it's, what, the sweet spot's down here. That's the sweet spot.
I don't know.
90 foot? No.
Nah. 50?
Yeah.
50?
50 foot, oh yeah. It's, this is the motorway section, the highway section, whatever you want to call it, the interstate. This, my friends, is very fast flowing, high speed race gap jumps that do not acquire a wind of any description, Neil.
Yeah, I'll leave this one to you, I think.
Oh, flipping great, yeah, thanks. No.
You can flip it.
No, I'm not going to flip it. The wind on this thing is unreal. It's horrible. I don't think it's worth it. The top section you could do, there's a step down into a bigger jump there, but then you're introduced with this little roller to gauge your speed, which I don't think you need to because you're going to be going flat out.
It's definitely like different to the top, isn't it? They're kind of much shorter, but poppier.
Real techy, yeah.
Yeah, and this is just fast. Not very steep, but big gap.
And I don't favour my chances in this wind, Neil. Look at these trees. It doesn't fill you with confidence. Just look at them. And we've got the weatherman right here.
Weatherman says... The weatherman does not fancy our chances.
Well, Neil, I think on this this section of the trail will be to be continued.
Yeah.
Cut. Thank you very much for watching this incredible video. It's been absolutely fun. I'm really gutted that we can't do the full run because there's a big step up over a tunnel that is gagging for another flip or a Superman.
Oh, I can ride through the tunnel. That'd be a photo.
I can flip over you, going, what the hell?
We'll come back. I'll come back. So it's only an hour down the road for me. So I'm loving the fact we've got loads of these bike parks not far from where I'm living.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get in my car and hit the road. And I've got a 3.5 hour drive to get home. But thank you very much for watching. On that note, I'm going to get a cup of tea. You want a cup of tea?
And tell us in the comments, where should we ride next? Any more of these trails? Maybe we should go further afield.
Please, let's go back to Whistler. Oh, where's my bike?